There's never a dull moment with the comeback kids, better known as our lovely Toledo Walleye. So let's hit the ice for some holiday hockey, a rematch between the Cyclones and Walleye from last Saturday. 45 seconds into play, Zach Andrusiak from Cincinnati takes the shot off the mark, but Josh Burnside, the rebound is good. Cyclones taking the early lead. A couple minutes later, though, Walleye are on the power play. Brandon Hawkins sends it over to Trenton Bliss. He will full send that into the net as we're knotted up at the bank tank. Third period, Cyclones leading 3-2, but Toledo back in the power play. Hawkins shoots and count it. That's 16 goals on the season for number 16. As we're all tied up when the clock strikes 0. No goals in overtime, so it heads to a shootout. Toledo, though, missed their shots. Cincinnati did not. Nick Isaacson gets the first one, and that tells the tale. Cyclones avenge their pre-Christmas loss, winning 4-3. Matt Melzak and Simone Denis. What did you guys think of that crazy game?
Yeah, interesting game tonight for the Toledo Walleye. You never know what you might get, especially when both teams have 3 days off, and it looked like it. 3 days off into a game, Simone. It looked like that, especially in the first period tonight.
It really did. It was a situation where both teams, like you said, coming off a Christmas break, guys have chances to go home, reset, refuel. You get in a situation where maybe you've only had one skate as a team, or in the sense of Cincinnati, you didn't even skate. So you get in a situation where there was a lot of icings, there was a lot of kind of sloppy play to start the game. The game picked up as it progressed throughout the night. You started to see kind of more of that crisp passing, more of the guys kind of being on time with one another, and then you start to see a very good hockey game that obviously went all the way into a shootout.
Yeah, it certainly did tonight. Shootout, we know, hey, anybody's game at that point. But Toledo, again, down 3-1, able to make their way back tonight.
Yeah, they did. 2 big goals, and, who else is going to do it but your 2 leading goal scorers, Sam Craggs, Brandon Hawkins, did what they had to do to help build this team back up from that 3-1 deficit. You're getting into situations where you don't want to get down those goals, obviously, early in the game. Being down 2-1 after the first period, 3-1 in the middle of the second. They're giving up goals that they don't need to, especially on small mistakes that happen. And that's part of the hockey game. That's a given. But if you're the Walleye, you want to correct those mistakes. And those are mistakes that can be corrected. Part of it is because you had those 3 days off, then maybe the little mental mistakes aren't there. But then the Walleye capitalized. Sam Craggs with a beautiful shot there. Brandon Hawkins also with a beautiful shot. Brandon Cruz extends his point streak to 9 games. The guys who needed to do what they needed to do did it for the Toledo Walleye. Gave them that 1 point. Unfortunately, they aren't able to pick up the second one, but credit to Jan Bednar. He kept them in, made a lot of big saves tonight, helped that team collect that 1 point at least.
And they do so to start a very busy week for the Toledo Walleye with 3 games coming in 3 days starting on Friday night in Kalamazoo. Let's send it back to you now in the studio.